Family, it's your boy Brandon with B Logistics. So this video, I'm gonna break down some numbers for y'all because constantly people saying, well, it's actually more expensive to rent than it is to own. So is that true? Let's look at it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna look on the board, simple scenario. This is kind of like a basic way of doing it because I don't know what you want. So we have access to 25 different equipment types we can get you. The most popular one, as y'all know, box trucks, sprinter van, cargo vans, as well as high shots. Okay, so this is just a basic thing. Depending on what you want, depends on the intricacies of those numbers. So let's talk about the weekly. Average $500 a week, 4 weeks, $2,000. Cool. Fuel price that you're gonna get charged. Let's say we use box truck, for instance, 18 cents every mile. Let's say you go 8,000 miles in a month because you OTR, okay? OTR regional, just depending on how you run and where you live. That's $1,400. So your total, roughly, estimation, $3,500 to $4,000. That's your total. Now, $4,000 sounds crazy, right? That sounds like, why would I pay all that when my cousin, he got something and that's only gonna cost me, like $800 a month. Why would I want to pay all that? Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. But now on this side, that covers all of this. Maintenance, zero. Tires, no. Breakdown, nada. If the truck break down, they'll bring a mobile mechanic for free. Then if the truck is incapacitated, it won't move. What happens? Bring you a whole nother truck. Then on top of that, oil changes, no. This is monthly. This should be monthly that you're anticipating on the basic element. So now let's switch it to those who, no, man, it's better just to own. I hear what you're saying. Let's look and see, because this is when it gets a slippery slope, if you will. So let's say you go out here and you get a box truck. I use that. Let's just use that, right? $40,000 for a used box truck with probably 125 to maybe 175,000 miles on it. And what does that mean? That means you could buy it today, put on the road in a week, and on your third load, you could break down 8 states away from your house because it's used. And if you are not a diesel mechanic, you might get in trouble because you're going to get what they call other people's problems with a truck that you know nothing about. Don't forget that. Let's continue. Now, on this $40,000 used truck, you're going to have to usually get a loan for 20%. That means you're going to come out of pocket 8 to 10K. Let's keep going. Then your monthly note, depending on your credit, which is a big one for a lot of people, $1,600, $1,800 a month. Cool? Now, what's finna get people? What's finna get them is this unknown expenses when most people don't have a lot of money established. They don't have phenomenal credit, so they don't have $25,000, $50,000 on credit cards or lines of credit. Because a lot of times it's their first truck, first business. They want to get out their 9 to 5, so they're not really financially secure. So let's see how this can be a problem. Now you have the unforeseen, we don't know. So minimally, you should be putting $700 a month aside for maintenance. Then your oil change will run you about $400, depending where you are in the United States. But now the slippery slope comes from, how much will you have in a breakdown? What if they have to tow you, right? Yet alone, what if you are 6 or 7, 8 states away from your house and you got to catch a flight home, leave your truck in the shop, then sit around, you can't make any money. Now let's think about this. You got one truck, it's only you. If your truck break down in a state you know nothing about, you put it in the shop for 3 weeks. Now you behind on your insurance payment. You haven't made any money for you or your family. Okay, let's finish. Let's finish. So now, to me, if you don't have 30K chilling after all this, if you don't have access to 30K, you might be in a problem, right? Because I know y'all don't know this, so y'all should Google something. You should go look up and do some research on how much does it cost to get a commercial truck towed per every mile. Okay, go look that up. Let's continue. So now, most people probably gonna have $3,000 left over, okay? Go research, there could be tow bills for $5,000, yet alone fix your actual truck. So ask yourself the question, is it cheaper or better to own or to rent, depending on how much money you have saved. If you don't have any money saved like this makes the most sense because yes, it's higher monthly seemingly, but then you don't have to worry about any of this. So let's look at this math. Your first month, even if you do down payments, get on, talk to me about the intricate details. But let's just say you had to put down $2,000 to get the rental. Let's just say that. And your monthly is this. Okay, $3,500 plus $2,000 is $5,500. Let's just play this game. Over here, you had to put down double just to get the used truck. I'm going to put down double the capital on something used that I may not know anything about, and I don't know anything about the trucking business. I don't know anything about being over the road. I don't know. I'm just trying this to see what happens. And I'm getting in debt for 5 years owning a used truck. Well, let's do this. Let's say this truck, 40,000, got 150,000 miles on it. Let's play this game. If you have it for 5 years, how many miles do you think you're going to put on it? So then this is going to come in handy because you're going to have to rebuild the entire truck probably pretty soon. So depending on who you are, depending on your understanding of trucking, depending on how much capital you have, is it better to start a brand new business per se and spend $10,000 with a truck you don't know anything about and you're going to be responsible for? Y'all tell me in the comments. We'll see.